Hello everyone. So today we are here with a tutorial which is for the Through the Craft Room Door magazine, and we decided to create a mixed media, a layout or a journal page, but we are going to be doing it on this transparent film. It's a transparent A4 size, I think acrylic film, also known as the OHP sheet, and we thought we'd create something on this and later probably put it in our book. So for this one, we're going to be using Art Basics Heavy Gesso White, a plastic palette knife. We need a stencil, and here we're using Tim Holtz lace stencil. Also, we're using a few paper cutouts from the Dreamscapes collection by 7 Dot Studio. We'll be using some gauze, also known as cheesecloth, and we'll be using some dies to cut out some elements. So we're using the Sherilyn die, which is the Flourish number 8, Prima Crochet Doily, and Prima Forest Leaves. So these are the elements. Apart from that, we also have a focal photo just to create a scene. So let's begin now. The first step is to add some texture using the gesso and the stencil. So just going to place it and go around, mainly focusing on the center and not the sides. So starting here, just going to be spreading this gesso around. Lifting the stencil, and I'm just going to move it around and then do the same thing. So this is the texture we got with the stenciling, and since this is a plastic film, let this air dry because heat setting it might just melt the film. So let this dry before beginning the next step. So now this is dried, and just going to be placing the paper cutouts, the tags from the collection, the die cuts, and seeing what sort of an arrangement looks good. So these are the elements. Let's play around and just figure what looks good. So the tag there, maybe the photo here. Just moving them around and seeing where it probably fits and looks good until I'm happy with the final arrangement. Okay, so I think this looks good and I'm happy with this arrangement. So I'm just going to take a picture of this so that when we lay it down, it's going to be easy. Now, once the arrangement is decided, um, let's start adding some color, and we're going to use the Lindy spray, And the shades are Rizzo Rowdy Red, Mission Bells Brown, Treasure Island Aqua, Blazing Black, and Golden Doubloons. So let's just start randomly adding some color, and the focus is right where the texture is and probably a little around that. Begin adding some color, just spritzing some color here and there. A little bit of the red. Just moving it around with my finger itself. Trying not to add too much water because it's just going to dilute everything, and since this is a transparent sheet, it's not going to take too much anyways. Okay, maybe the Mission Bells Brown. Just adding splotches of this aqua here and there, and I'm just going to add some black. Splatter. We need to let it dry before we do anything else. So now that the color has dried, let's place all the elements, stick them down, and then go forward from there. I want my photo to be a bit uprooted, and for this, just using some leftover chipboard pieces to give that dimension. So just adding some liquid glue and then placing it on the photo. I'm going to do this twice to give it some more depth. So that is done. I'm also using some double-sided foam tape to give dimension to the other elements as well. So let's refer to the picture and start adhering the elements. So let's glue these down first. photo goes here, and these elements. So I'm gonna just glue down the doily. The swirls. Since these are very delicate, just a little bit of the glue would help. The leaves. I'm just gonna add a little glue here to get the gauge down. Sit. And some glue to the pieces behind the photo to stick that. This here. Now that everything is adhered, let's go forward. Let's add some art pebbles, the art ingredients pebbles. Maybe here. Yeah, I think these look good. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the glue and get them down there. So this glue dries transparent, so there's no problem using it under these pebbles. Now that the pebbles are done, we're going to use these mini art stones, Prima mini art stones, mix them with the same heavy gesso and add them around. So first with my spatula, I'm going to take some gesso here on the craft mat. So I'm just mixing them in my gesso so that it's easy to stick them. I'm going to add some more gesso. Into this, I'm going to spray some color. And now, just in the corners where two elements meet, I'm going to just add this with my finger. Okay, so now let's just finish it off with some splatter, for which again I've taken some heavy gesso on the craft mat and I'm going to add black to it. Water brush, pick some gesso and add the splatter. So that is how the finished piece looks. You need to make sure that everything dries well before you mount it in your book. And this can be a fun layout, can be something that you do for your scrapbooking, or like I said earlier, for your journaling. So a little bit of a texture, a little bit of a layering, and that is the final piece. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and had fun with us, and that you're inspired to create something of your own. Thank you and bye bye.